What is up, YouTube? I'm back with another video, and today I'm about to be showcasing my records from my collection. What better thing to do than to get started right away? Gnarls Barkley, Sin Elsewhere, probably a generational album. CeeLo Green, Danger Mouse, something else. Up next we have maybe a 10th or 15th anniversary edition. This is All We Know Is Falling by Paramore. Probably the best all-time pop punk album ever. Then we have Joy Division. This is Closer. I haven't listened to this album yet, but Joy Division, they have a really just different sound to them. Up next, Def Leppard. This is On Through the Night, one of their classic albums. I haven't listened to this full through, but the band itself is just really good. Then we have Red Hot Chili Peppers, Californication. I think it's really cool how they have the sky as the pool and the pool as the sky, if that made any sense. Just the flip back. Yeah, really cool album cover, really good album. Probably my favorite album from them. This is Depeche Mode by Later. And I really like how this whole sleeve is just like matte, just matte black. Can't even see it reflecting on. Up next, this is their debut album, Deftones, Adrenaline. Probably not my favorite album from them, but can't go wrong with the debut. Up next, we have probably the worst band of all, Primus. They really suck. This is 7th anniversary edition, but yeah, Primus sucks. I might get hate for this, but this is 1,000 gecs by 100 gecs. And this is probably their best work to come from them. We have a grunge classic. This is Pearl Jam 10. And can't go wrong with grunge. Only got this for $25, which is a steal from the fact that it's a special edition. This is not the original cover art. If you're a vinyl collector, you probably already know you gotta have this. Damn, Kendrick Lamar. If you're a real vinyl collector, you'll probably have the dark green edition. I don't actually, but the gatefold is pretty cool. The Creator, Tyler the Creator, Flower Boy. I think this is his best album. Tell me which album is your favorite from him. Up next we have really old record, but this is Kraftwerk. Really late, probably 60s, 70s, then early 70s, but yeah, this is probably an influential album to most people in music. Up next we have a remix album. This is Deftones' Black Stallion. And a lot of the songs on here are pretty good. If you haven't checked out this album yet, it's available. But they have, Clams Casino, Mike Shinoda, Phanogram, really good. Next we have probably my favorite Jimi Hendrix album, as you could tell. This is Axis, As Bold as Love. And I actually got this as a gift, but just everything about this is just amazing. This album is probably his best album, if I'm not mistaken. Either second or third album, Pink Floyd's Saucer Full of Secrets. I think that's what it's called, but this is the back. Yeah, this is a good album. This is probably the last time that the original singer was featured on a Pink Floyd album, which is why I have it. Probably my only soundtrack album. This is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. We also have another debut album. This is Mac DeMarco's Rock and Roll Nightclub. Probably my favorite album from him, but yeah, some of his old stuff really hits different. We have a compilation album. This is Paper Cuts by Linkin Park. As you can see, it has all these classics on it. I really didn't feel like getting a Linkin Park record itself because I don't really listen to them that much, but having this is just perfect for me. Probably a memorable record for me. Shout out to my friend who gave me a deal for this. Lil Uzi Love Is Rage 2. This is a red translucent exclusive. Even has a sleeve on it. My friend hooked me up. Shout out my friend. We have 20th anniversary edition. Deftones. Deftones. Can't go wrong with this album. Probably my second favorite album from them. Or might be my first. I'm not too sure. Unknown artist. Well, at least I know him, but you guys might not. This is Roy Blair, Graffiti EP. If you guys haven't heard of him, you should really check him out. He does electronic, alternative, kind of mix both styles of genre, which is really good. I really like his music. We have a cult classic. This is Currents, Tame Impala, and can't go wrong with this album. Up next, we have a good ass album. This is Moby, Everything Is Wrong, and really just the whole center of this album is just good. Electronic, you have house, and just like kind of like his own style of EDM. Up next, we have MGMT. This is probably a generational album, coming from the fact that they have all these songs on here. This is the back, and yeah, their one and only good album. Just kidding. Congratulations was also good. Next, y'all might think I'm strange for this one. This is Arca, and this is probably my favorite album from her. Has a lot of electronic experiment, IDM, and the thing I like about it is it has Spanish. Up next, we have a record that I doubt getting. This is Kids See Ghost. The only reason I doubt getting it is because they later on released a pink translucent or probably a pink, like, just the pink in general record. And I only got the regular version, but pink one is definitely way better. This might be 15th or 10th anniversary again. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is Riot by Paramore. Not my favorite album from them, as you could tell from earlier. But yeah, this really has an impact on some of the later styles of music. Next, we have a classic Rolling Stones, Let It Bleed. Probably like my favorite album from them. It just really has that country rock and roll type of vibe, blues. Just another unknown artist, unless you're me, that knows them. It's just the ring concept, what we do for others. And I think you should check this one out, especially because there's actually really good artists right here. He makes electronic ambience. You probably heard him on TikTok around. But yeah, I actually got one of his records. Up next, we have cult classic Goo, one of the more experimental albums from Sonic Youth. But I really like this album because it just has that really head knocking rock and roll. Like you could knock your head to this. This is the back. A little story if you want to read. We have 4 more albums, and then we're done. But this is the 5th to last album, Blonde. And as you can tell, it's not the original, but it is official from blonde.com. And it's really heavy, probably my heaviest record, not gonna lie. But yeah, this is also my favorite album from Frank Ocean. First off, I'm gonna be showing you guys just the regular album, the replacements. Pleased to Meet Me. I really like this album because this is really just an album where they place themselves as a good band. Ballads, and this is probably my favorite looking album, only because it's clear. As you can see, it's clear. Yes, it's clear. And yes, it's my favorite album from him. Ballads 1. This is Thundercat, Golden Age of Apocalypse. Also, a really cool album that I have. Only because it's clear and red, which is cool. It's not that clear as the transparent one. It's translucent. But yeah, and it also has this cool reflective sleeve. And then finally, the one I've been waiting to show you guys, and probably my favorite album of all time, Discovery by Daft Punk. As you can tell, it's looking a little different. That's because it's the Japanese edition, reissue. And everything looks normal on the inside. But yeah, this is probably my favorite album of all time.